Adam Todd, I've been coaching here at SUNY Canton. This is my third season as the head coach, and I spent 2 years as the assistant coach.
And how many players on this year's roster?
We have 19 that came out this year for the team. Of those, we have 11 returners and 8 first-year players.
Who are some of the first-year players who you expect to have an impact right away?
We have a couple of field players. Devin Kelly, who graduated from Messina High School, and then she spent a year at Monroe Community College. Wasn't able to play there, but then came here, transferred over here. So we actually recruited Devin when she was a senior in high school, so we were grateful to have her, a year late, but certainly be here with us. She's a midfielder. We're expecting a lot of good things out of her this year. And then Corinne Sherwood, who's a freshman. She graduated from Hewelton here locally, and she's a very solid midfielder for us as well. We lastly have Nicole Piskarowski, who's new this year. She's actually, this is her second year at Canton. She was injured last year and wasn't able to play any lacrosse. She was going to be our backup goalie last year, but now she's our starter this year, and she comes by way of Brockport High School.
And what are some of the biggest matchups you're looking forward to this year?
We always look forward to those local games, St. Lawrence Clarkson, Potsdam. We open up this weekend against Castleton on Saturday, and then St. Lawrence comes right away for the following Thursday. The Clarkson and Potsdam games will be coming later in the year, but those are always games that, we look to try to make an impact. We've been able to beat Clarkson. We have not yet beat Potsdam or St. Lawrence, so we're hoping to get one up on them this year. Some other games that we're looking forward to, we're headed down to Florida right after next week. And we have 2 matchups down there against Ohio Wesleyan and also against Fitchburg State. So those are teams we haven't faced before, don't know much about, but we're looking forward to those as well.
Name, position, and class here?
Mia Germano. I am a defender and I am a junior.
And do you have a nickname?
Nope.
And why did you choose SUNY Canton?
The major.
How about a pregame ritual?
I wear the same headband, the same socks, and I braid my hair.
And what's your favorite food?
Lasagna.
Any shows you're watching on TV right now?
Grey's Anatomy.
And what's your favorite team and player for any sport, really?
Boston Bruins.
And what's a favorite lacrosse memory you have?
Probably playing Morrisville last year and winning in overtime.
And what's either the most goals you scored or ground balls, caused turnovers in any game at any level?
I think I had over 25 ground balls last year.
And what sport would you play if you didn't play lacrosse?
Soccer.
What's a matchup that you're looking most forward to this season?
Probably SLU or Potsdam.
And do you have a spirit animal?
An elephant.
When I was a kid growing up in high school, I really, and I still enjoy watching the Toronto Maple Leafs. Probably Dougie Gilmore, who was a forward for the Leafs, scored a bunch of goals, was a real tough, gritty guy. He wasn't a very big guy, but he made the most of what he had.
And then a favorite lacrosse memory, either from SUNY Canton or from playing, coaching?
Sure. I have a ton of them. High school, I have the joy of being able to coach with my high school lacrosse coach, who's Dave Bradman, who started the program here. I have all sorts of great memories in high school playing under Dave, and we had some very, very successful teams. Didn't lose very many games, went to the state playoffs just about every year. In college, I have some great memories there as well. We weren't very successful. I joined a program that had just gone into the NCAA, similar to what we experienced a few years ago here at SUNY Canton. As far as here, we had a couple signature wins against Clarkson 2 years in a row. That was a big deal for us. And then, last year probably our signature win was a win against Morrisville in overtime. Going to that game without a lot of expectations. Becca Kiefer, who was our senior goalie, was injured. Weren't expecting a lot out of the game other than to give it our best effort, and to come out on top against a tough Morrisville team was a big thrill for us.
And then finally, expectations going into this season.
I expect we're going to be good. We're solid in terms of our starting 12 are the best 12 we've had since I've been here in 5 years now. They're very talented players. They're driven. There's a lot of team unity. I guess my biggest concern is probably our depth. At this point, we still have 3 players who are on the women's hockey team who are still participating and, looking to maybe make an NCAA berth and continue playing. So we're a little short-handed, so we're going to have to really make the most out of what we have in terms of, making sure our legs are under us and being responsible with the ball. But, if things go our way, I fully expect us to be right back and, trying to improve on that 11-win mark we had from 2 years ago and, potentially set a new record for wins here with this program.